So here I got a fucking World of Warships, not quite a replay. It's more of just a straight recording, right? But anyways, for context, this is a ranked battle, tier 8 ranked battle. Alright, so there's higher stakes than usual, but doesn't really matter either way. So here, I'm trying to get the first point. Nothing too crazy, but I wanted to make this video because this game, right? There was a ad campaign for World of Tanks, or no, this is World of Warships. For World of Warships, that dubbed this game the Thinking Man's game. All right. And I find it hilarious because the last thing any motherfucker does is think when they play World of Warships. And there will be several instances of that in this battle. All right. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm a fucking unicum, I'm a saint, bro. I played amazing. I didn't, right? I didn't. All right. And spoiler warning, we lost this game. All right. And there was a point where it looks our probabilities of winning were probably like I don't know, like fucking 99. But this being the thinking man's game, there or more like not the fucking thinking man's game. I don't know, couldn't come up with a joke. Um, my team does its absolute hardest to lose. So here we have our first problem is that all our cruisers went one way and our battleships went the other way, right? Now that's fine, that the number split's almost even, but it's not because one of those cruisers, if I'm not mistaken, either has radar or is really good starting fires. And we needed that on this side, all right? Also, very questionable is the choice of ships my teammates had. I'm pretty sure on this side with me, those two battleships, if you see in the map on the bottom right, those symbols with the two lines through them, that's battleships, all right? Symbols with one line through them are cruisers. And the little, like, pyramid looking ass motherfuckers, those are destroyers, like me. So, here I immediately find their DD, right? Their destroyer. Taking this bitch out is paramount to winning because the destroyers do all the spotting, right? So here I'm trying to take him out. My teammates are not very interested in shooting. I mean, this man's been spotted for around 15 seconds already. Not a single shot did not come from me, which is fine. I mean, those shots that you see splashing around from my teammates, that was their secondary batteries. That's the AI. And I already have a huge problem. You see those red shells that hit me? SAP. Italian shells. Those absolutely destroy lightly armored targets like me. Alright. And luckily for us, our Kagero, our other destroyer, already got fucking murdered within 5 minutes of the match starting. So we're already disadvantaged. But the match is still young. There's a lot to do here. Now, a little bit about my ship. It's called the Orkan. It's a destroyer. Destroyers usually have smoke, as you can see right there. But this one does not have smoke. It forgoes smoke to have a radar, which allows you to see the other ships, even if they're outside your visual range. My visual range is only like the visual range depends on the camouflage rating of the other ships. I know I never made a World of Warships video. There's a lot of context to it. But anyways, I don't have smoke. I have radar, and the role of my ship is to hunt other DDs, right? Well, that's kind of fucked already because there's an Amalfi. That's the Italian ship. It will absolutely kill me instantly, extremely easily. So the matchup here is not looking good. So what do you think my battleships decide to do when faced with they're outnumbered, right? We're 4-3 on this side, all right? We're outgunned. So what you would usually do, right? If you were reasonable, you would turn away and leave, right? You'd run away. You'd leave with most of your health points, try to wear the enemy team down. That's not what my team does. Here we have a thinking man on the Bismarck over here on the left. And I will see a little bit more of him. He's charging straight into the enemy. He's charging straight into another Bismarck, a North Carolina, and a Amalfi. He's trying to be a war hero, but they don't get medals of honor for fucking killing yourself over here. Look at him. Look at him. So here I'm trying to see what the Vladivostok is doing. That's a Russian tier 8 battleship. And the motherfucker ran into the he ran into the island. This whole time he's been trying to get himself unstuck. Right here, I only have one torpedo tube. So I have very few torpedoes, so I'm looking to see how can I help this Bismarck? How can I help him? But he's beyond help. And my fatal flaw right here, I'd say in this game, was trying to help my teammates on this side. I should have just this was a done deal, all right. But I really wanted to win. I wanted to try to pull the carry, all right. But didn't happen. And as you can see, the Vladivostok keeps on compounding on his mistake of grounding by just sitting there, right? He's just a stationary target, and he's firing AP shells, armor penetration shells, which against a battleship angled like that, it's just not gonna work. He needs to fire HE. But as you can see, he's allowing himself to be rushed down by the Bismarck, and this is the better part. He made it so he has no way to escape. He can't escape. This man is dead already. He's a walking dead man. So here I'm like, all right, dude, I have to help this Vladivostok. Like, I can't afford to lose this guy, right? He's the only support I have on this side, right? So I start opening up. The Bismarck starts targeting me. As you can see, all his secondary guns, all the little guns on his battleship, which he does not control. They kind of RAI controlled. They're targeting me, and here comes the red shells to absolutely dumpster me. So I should have just left. This right here was my thinking man's moment, where I just, I forgo thinking and try to help him. I could have left with, I don't know, 10,000 or so health. But it's a mistake, You live with it, you keep on going. The other side was quite successful. They won their matchup, which is great, Obviously, since there's 4 ships on this side, there was only 3 on the other side, and the matchup was favorable for a team. Because so far, we're actually winning. We're winning quite hard here. Because we have this point A, and we also have point, what is that? Is that C? Yeah, point C and A. So we have 2 points to their 1. Like any domination match, we're getting more points than they are, right? So what do we need to do? We literally need to just hold these 2 points. That's it. We actually don't need to kill any of them. We just need to hold these 2 points right now. Just basically camp. And it's ranked, so of fucking course you're gonna camp. I mean, you're trying to win the game. But as you can see, my cruiser's idea was to, as you can see in the bottom right, this cruiser is coming here. He's going to the middle of the map to come, face to face with battleships. Battleships that excel at close range. So, yeah. So here I'm trying to help the Cleveland. I know these 2 guys are gonna push around. I'm trying to see if I could, get a cheesy kill here. Just cheese the Sashio. But I won't be able to. Now I like to for people to pay special attention to that ship all the way on the north side of the map. That battleship that's heading towards B. Alright? If you look at the bottom right, the battleship's heading towards B, which is totally the right play. More caps, and all the enemies are, going south. And it takes a while to turn a battleship around. So this man's doing a good play, right? Here Cleveland decides that he no longer wants to live. He will forfeit his life. Alright? Whatever. No, I can't do much for him. Here I'm trying to see if I could get torpedoes off. I just can't. And I'm just looking around. I'm looking to see if I can find any sort of way to get one of these battleships off the field. In retrospect, I might have hung around too long, but I'm not sure. Here the match still looking favorable. The Cleveland, I believe he should just, get out the fucking way so I can throw torpedoes, but instead he decides to go face to face with the Bismarck, which it will just melt them. He stands no chance. He doesn't even have torpedoes, so he can't even he doesn't have the puncher's chance at all. So here I'm looking for torpedoes. The Bismarck goes dark. He comes back, and I just shoot him. Because I assumed the Bismarck was going to turn away. I even overshoot the torpedoes a little bit, but it won't work. Here, I see the Cleveland, and I'm like, damn, I need this guy alive. Anytime you destroy a ship, or the enemy destroys the ship, if the enemy destroys a ship, they get points, and you lose points. And if we destroy, we get points, they lose points. So it's like, you get double fucked, right? So right here, we need to not die, and just hold the 2 points, and we will win, right? But here the Cleveland decides to hold W instead of fucking S, and he is charging this battleship. Right? So here we have probably one of the biggest throws of the game. It gets worse though. As you can see, my battleship is now on the enemy point on the north side. And all the enemy ships are coming this way. For them to circle all the way back would take a long time. So keep note of that, alright? Cleveland absolutely fucking melted. He deserves it. And here I'm looking if I can get some torpedoes out. Don't get fucking nothing. So obviously I start moving. I see the North Carolina. See, in my mind, I know this man wants the 8 point because that's kind of like the only way they can win if they don't kill us. They have to get the caps, right? So I know he's going to go straight towards the point, not even turn. So I use the marker that the game gives you, shoot my torpedoes. And I just start looking around. So they're capping C, but it's no problem since my battleship is getting B. So, you know, we would still be a 2-1 point. No problem. This game is still 100% winnable, even though they are numbers 2-1. So here go the torpedoes. As you can see, they look pretty good. North Carolina does not turn. He's going to eat 3 of them. And we get a flooding. Here I check to see if he's slowing down. He is not. He realized he got hit by the torpedoes. He notices there is no second set. Or he might know there is no second set since my ship only has 1 set. Traditionally, torpedoes or torpedo boats, destroyers, they have 2 to 3 sets of torpedoes. I only have 1. So now, what do we need to do? We're up 100 or so points above them, right? We just need to stay alive. Even if this North Carolina caps the 8 point that's right in front of me here, it's no problem. Because we would still, mathematically, we would still win since we have B and we have such an overwhelming point advantage, right? But my battleship has other ideas. Here I'm telling him to just sit and hug the island by B because, you know, if he doesn't die, we won't lose points and they won't win points and we should win, right? So I'm telling him stay. I'm begging this man, right? But, you know, he's going out there, dude. He's going after the enemy ships when he just needs to hide. He tells me to shut the fuck up. A thinking man's move, obviously. And off he goes. Here, I mean, I'm just hiding because there's not much I can do. Obviously, I'm puzzled by his response. I'm like, damn, bro. Dude, you trying to win? What the fuck are you doing, right? But obviously, I try to remain civil. And he starts charging the enemy Bismarck, a battleship that excels at close range. So this man will soon fucking die. And take note that he's dead now, right? And he will say something that's extremely fucking stupid real soon. So here I'm telling my team, you know, I'm not sure if it's possible for me to win this anymore. You know, I need all these torpedoes to hit the North Carolina, but he slowed down. He knows that he says he was dead either way. I like to note that he could have just done absolutely nothing. If he would have fucking had a heart attack and dropped dead at that moment he capped B, we would have actually won, right? It's actually kind of crazy that this man fucked up so hard, right? So here I'm still running away because the only possible way for us to win is for me not to die and hope the fucking the 1 cap we have will allow us to, you know, win by points, right? But then I realized that their cruiser is gonna go and touch the point. When a point is being contested, no points are being gained. So that would just slow down my point gainage. And they have 2 points, so they will win. So I realized that, and soon I'm gonna double back around and I'm gonna try to kill the North Carolina because that was the only avenue of victory that we had left. That was it. So here the match is just basically me doing a turn now. It's not much, but I wanted to highlight this because it's just interesting how sometimes literally doing nothing is so much better than you know, trying to do some. See, I'm saying, you know, I was counting the BB to hide because I thought he understood what was going on, right? He understood the situation we were in. This kind of thing reminds me of like what finals? The 2018 finals, right? The fucking Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors, right? Like when fucking J.R. Smith got the rebound and then he ran the other way and didn't put up a shot. Like he just fucked it up at the end. That's what that guy did, dude. That guy's J.R. Smith. See, there Sargon 1711 realizes that a sink would also do it. If I managed to sink the North Carolina, we would still win. But it's not gonna happen. Here, I'm looking to see them. See, that guy G Cletus 7654. That was the guy on the battleship that fucking died on the North Point, right? He was 3-on-1. Why would I cap? 3-on-1. So that would mean there was three of us versus one of them, right? But no, he was 1v3 and he could have hit. But yeah, that's how you snatch what is it called? Snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. You fucking turn your brain off in the thinking man's game, and you fucking lose. Yeah, there's a very interesting thing about World of Warships that people want to play in a very specific way. Like, if you hold your position, it's camping. If you do anything, it's gay, or it's this very weird mentality that people have. That and like they want it to be like historically accurate, you know? They're on a battleship and they want to fucking, go out down the middle, taking a bunch of fire and just dishing out a bunch of damage. But that's not how the game actually plays, you know? People need to separate the fucking game from the historical aspect of it. Yes, some of these ships existed. These ships, some of them have their historical values, everything down to armor schemes, right? But at the end of the game, it's still a game, and you gotta play the fucking game how it is. Well, anyways, I just want to talk about this. It was a match that we should have, but we lost. And